So, Professor, I didn't know any other way to do that. I suck with technology, so I'm gonna just do like that. I'm gonna tape it just while I'm talking very um, superficially about the book, which is the best I can do right now. And I'm gonna show myself for a sec. And I know this semester definitely doesn't reflect my best behavior towards classes, and it's nothing personal in literature or your class, like I said, and I didn't lie at all with what I said. I actually enjoyed this class the most. Was just an overall overwhelming, stressful, full of anxiety, and anyway, semester. So was not my best, and my behavior didn't reflect my best, and I wanted to stress that out so it doesn't look like I'm just saying those stuff to look good, look better. It's not. Um, anyway, I really hope that I can get another class with you next semester, and I actually thinking to apply to that position in the Benhandel Historical Research um, Institute that you you were the headmaster of the institute, and you email about it, and I was actually excited to apply for it. So anyway, I'm gonna talk about any prose book that all Ace in the Hole, and my slides are very simple, very anyway, very superficial as someone that did that from last night. But I'm gonna I wanted to talk about a little bit while I'm showing it to you. So I think that's the first slide. So I think what she does, what is her main concern on this book, is to provoke this historical contextualization that um, deeply enhance our sense of place, like our sense of culture, like how this place matters. She wants to even with those characters, they are kind of exaggerated, kind of stereotypical characters. She wants us to feel like Bob is feeling, like getting engaged, getting connected with that place, with those people and those characters, and how those characters build that place, and how that place, that lifestyle matters. So in that sense, I think that's the best quality of the book, to enhance the value of culture in the Panhandle. So I think that's why she caps here. She loses so much time to do that, and although she's floating through the main narrative, she does that so brilliantly. She has such a domain of narrative technique that you don't even feel like you're bored, or like she's like cheating or something. You feel like connected with those stories, even though the stories have nothing to do with our main character story. So like, I think that's my favorite part of the book. Um, so for what was my main quote, my main thesis on the oh damn, the battery is about to die. What was my main thesis on the text, on the analysis paper, was that she's somewhat of a pessimist, and I justify that by saying that the Deus Ex Machina, I don't know how to pronounce that in English, it's a magical solution that she puts to emphasize how ironically she's viewing all that, the whole idealism, and that this place can be fixed. And in our society, I think she sees today's society in a very pessimistic way. She's very, and I'm saying that because I read a little bit more stuff from her, some short tales and all. She's a little bit of um, critique of today's fast growing capitalist mode of production. Not necessarily, she's not necessarily anti-capitalist, but she's definitely um, anti globalism and anti, how can I put that? She's not seeing with good eyes what's happening to our world now, and she's very sarcastic about it. That's her personality. She's like better laugh than cry kind of person. And the way that the book is all set, the humoristic, although melancholic tone, it's it's the main characteristic of her, is her main um, view of the world that you can extract from the book. And that's this quote that I think is kind of genius when she puts it. And then Ace is like by very close to the end of the book, he's getting out of the of he was talking to Ace. I don't remember where he was exactly, but he was talking to Ace, and he has tickets in his hand, and he talks something with a girl, and then he's walking by himself, and then he starts to think about Ace's proposal, and then he says to himself, "People do not want bear sparrow; they want bacon on their plates," and that's kind of what she's trying to say. Like, it's idealistic to think that you can keep this lifestyle, this type of culture, this type of very entitled, not entitled, but very connected to the land, connected to place, uh, type of living in a world that we don't no longer have this type of identity. As the world is getting bigger, as the frontiers are getting cut it out, we're getting lost in ourselves, losing our identities, losing our culture, and the like we're trying to create one great big capitalistic culture to kill all of our individuals roots. And that's what she's very concerned about, and that's what she's being sarcastic on it. She's actually being very ironic on that, on the whole book. And another quote that I put it, saying that our hero likes the unlikable, which you said was a, in the comment that you put it, you said was a interesting quote, but I didn't support it goodly enough. I think this quote, that at once he took an ardent like to him. He liked the fat boy because he was unlikable. That reflects that ironic view on the Van Handel, that she loves that. She was completely engaged to the whole situation. She is definitely against the farm, huge monopolistic way of production, but she realized that it's kind of unsavable. She's liking the unlikable because it's not what modern era is requesting from us. So she that behavior, that type of personality reflects on her, the main character, on Bob, and the fact that he liked the fat boy because he wasn't likable. I think that kind of dialogue with her a lot. And the pessimistic tone is all over the end. It's kind of more clear. For me, the undertone, the pessimistic undertone, sarcastic undertone is all over. But in the end, it gets clearer. Ace is still in disbelief after the miraculous solution proposed. He doubted Ace's plan could work. That's a direct quote from her. And by the end, I think although again she is a pessimistic, she's not a deterministic one. She's not those type of writers that just say the world is gonna be like that and is gonna be like that. She's saying the world is kind of walking through that path. That's what she's saying. That's from now the perspective is going to that direction. It kind of seems that we cannot do nothing, or it's unchangeable. That's what she's trying to say. But she's not deterministic, so the end is not that of a close end itself. It's not like it doesn't stop on that place. It leaves us to imagine what would happen, because, and she's concerned about society. Society is changing. It's like we as a society are in that place that Ace is driving again, and we still have a choice, but we clearly don't believe in our capability of saving everything. So, and I put this quote from Tolstoy: "Great art does never end, it merely stops in an interesting place." I guess Tolstoy is one of my favorite writers, as Annie Prost proved to be one of my favorite American writers right now. So I think they have a lot in common on the way they view the world. itself. So that's it. That was my PowerPoint, and that was my presentation. Sorry about the whole thing, the whole situation. And again, this is a very embarrassing moment for me, and I hope I can at least get an improving grade. It doesn't reflect, and I'm being kind of a brab right here, but I know it doesn't reflect my actual potential, and no grade besides an A. So anyway, thanks for the opportunity, and hope to see you next semester.